and then go like this and go straight in. Well, the game crashed. Hey guys, Wheatywaffle here today, and we are back in City Skylines 2, playing our city of Lethe. Now, I'm gonna be really honest. I'm so bummed. I just finished an hour and 26-minute recording, and I was building out this amazing new industrial area. I did not hit record. So I did all this work. I was ready to edit. There's nothing for you to see. So I'm going to show you what I did. Because we've got this beautiful city. And we used to have industrial over here. But I removed all this because I want to expand the city over to here. However, I forgot to hit the record button. So here's what we've done. A pretty big, substantial project happened off camera. We have a brand new ore mine. We never had an ore mine before. Ore and coal were two of the main resources that you can produce in your city that we did not make. Oh my God, there's a truck. That's so fun. There's another one. Oh, wow. That we did not make on our own. So we now have the Oneida Rock Mine Company. It has 3 metal ore mines, and it has 2 coal mines. It also is connected to a new cargo terminal. It does have a bridge here right in front of the dam, and we had to build out another rail yard so that we were able to accommodate the additional traffic that we have from having another cargo terminal, which that's actually good because as we expand the other portion of our city, we're probably going to have some other train lines to be considering, and it'll be good to have the extra access because right now we're only using 4 of 10, whereas our other one, fully upgraded, is using all of them. Then I built out 2 additional rock mines because we removed the one that was over in this area. And I added in 6 new crude oil mines. I added these in before I deleted the old ones. And because I did that, I was able to unlock this huge vehicle factory, which I think is so cool. It gives us massive benefits. So we get 10% oil deposits, so plus 10% to the oil deposits citywide. And we get plus 2% industrial efficiency citywide. So we've got some really great stuff happening. We've got some general industry buildings here, just regular zoned industry. I have a little police department. We have a little fire station for this area. But this is the huge new section we built. And for context, I mean, if you look, here's the city we've been working on for, at this point, 22 episodes. And this is how big this area is. So it was a huge build. And I'm so bummed that I did not hit record. I'm so pissed. So we're sitting down. We're starting a new episode right off the bat. I was so ready to go edit. I had some fun time lapses planned. But this is just what you get now. So here it is. It's looking pretty good. It's functioning really well. Somehow our money, even with buying the land tiles and now having even more tile upkeep, we have 7.2 million coming in per month. And at least the last I checked in production, every one of the base materials that we can produce in our city is in the surplus, which is great. So we have more than enough materials being made, which then is in turn creating a surplus for some of these materials as well. There are some things like electronics that we don't have nearly enough of, but as we begin to produce more of these minerals, which we're doing with our rocks, and as we begin to produce more plastic, which we can do with these 2 guys, which are all coming from oil and grain, and again, more minerals, we'll be able to offset some of this and begin to make our electronics totally in-house. Official Wheatywaffle merch. Yep, you can bet a full stack of flapjacks it is. We've got a t-shirt, another t-shirt, an embroidered dad hat, and a frickin' waffle pattern fanny pack. You can support the channel and check them out in the merch shelf below or by visiting Wheatywaffle.com. We got this new area over here, which I'm really pumped about. I think it looks great. We're going to leave it on 3 times speed because what I want to do is allow for us to build out this area and at least give it a road network, maybe build in a train line or two, come up with where we're going to have some of our metro stations, and let that be one way to reduce some of this ground pollution that we have in this very prime area of this city. So, or this future city, I guess. So one thing we're going to do right off the bat, I am going to move this transformer station because I think now that we have this area set up over here, it would make far more sense to put the transformer in this area. So we're going to go like this. We are going to connect up to this very large power lines, and then we're going to get rid of all these old lines. Additionally, I think this radio mast, oh, you know what? Let's move that as well. This whole area is going to function so much better with a working radio mast. So let's place that kind of right here in the heart of things. And I am going to give it both upgrades. Why not? We've got the money. There's one thing we're not lacking for. It is funds. Okay, so let's begin with upgrading this central road because I want to do something I did not do in the other part, which was the other part of our city, which is ensure that we've got more than enough space to accommodate all of our people. So I want to start this area off with a 6-lane road right in the middle. And we weren't able to do this before because we had those buildings over here. Why can I not, like... I want you to go right in the center here. Bam, just like that. And if I turn that off... That works. Can I do this now right in the middle? Nope, I gotta turn that off, right? Or do I turn that off? There we go. All right, so that's 6-lane. That's 6-lane. That's 6-lane. 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 Now, eventually, what's going to end up happening is, if you notice, we only have 2 ways into here. We have this highway interchange, which has its own limits. It's not really made for a huge amount of traffic. And as you can tell, there is a little bit of, I don't want to say backup because it clears out with each light change, but there is a little bit of stalling that happens because of this particular type of interchange. And then we also have this entrance over here with the Azure Dam. The problem is this dam is a really, really roundabout way of getting all the way over here. I mean, you got to go all the way through this neighborhood and up here and then over this direction and then back up here and then around this roundabout. You can come down here to then come over this way and then up here onto the highway. Like, it's not easy to get to this area. So in the future, we're going to have to do some highway infrastructure changes to get this highway that we have over in the Jers Divide, bring that somehow over around and in. And then I also think we're going to need to come up with another way of maybe adding an additional interchange and sending that along this way and maybe coming around and back. It's going to be a big project when we figure out what that project is. But for now, we're going to keep working on just building out this area. So we've got a 6-lane road. One thing I would like to try to do is I would like to try and keep both of these, not the bridges, both of these sides of the road, this setup that we have already, this road network, I want to try to keep. So we're going to do that. I know that a lot of people do not like these 2 pieces of bridge. So we are going to remove those as we begin to build out this side of the city. What's nice about this is that this side of the city is kind of a fresh start for us. You know, we get to kind of do whatever we want over here. So let's go ahead, I think, and start with taking this center road here. Let's make this an avenue, 4-lane avenue. I think I'm even going to give it a middle divide. Can I just do this on here? Oh, I can. General, wide, median, trees, grass. Heck yes. Okay, so trees and grass right here in the middle. This is a major kind of intersection for this side of the city. Now if we're looking, we have got, what is the size of this connection here? That's 148 meters. Okay. What's the size of this one? 166. All right, well, let's go ahead and get one that's 148. Right here is close enough for me. Let's send this straight on through. Right? Let's take this guy and connect this straight on down as well. Then I'm going to take some alleyways. And I'm going to connect the alleyways. Actually, this we have a 2-lane road, which I like a lot. Let's just connect this up to here. Do you see how the simulation keeps freezing? I don't know why that is. It may be my CPU. I'm not entirely sure. It may just be the game. But something's causing it to just continually freeze, which isn't ideal. All right, let's send another road along this way. And I did say I wanted to keep kind of all of these existing roads. So I think that's a good way of building that out a bit and making that feel a bit more substantial. Now, I am going to connect these together here at a minimum. And you know what? I really should have our lines on this whole time. But now we have just like a nice little kind of central grid. Now, we do want to think about a few things. For example, we are going to want to have pretty strong rail connections over here. We don't need a rail yard, but we do need some kind of train terminal. There's the small and the mediums. I think this would get a full-on train station in this area because this is going to be pretty substantial downtown. I think we need a train station kind of off to the side, and then we're going to want to have one that's like over here as well. Somehow all of these connecting to this train. And if I look at our land, it's pretty intense, but this train is definitely going to be able to come over, and there's a bit of an area here where that train could come straight on down. So I think the first train station needs to be kind of over in this general area. Maybe it's over here somewhere, right? Like, let's just place one down like so for the moment. And then we're going to have another train that's going to come all the way over and somehow connect into this section. I think this train station is going to be maybe something like this. Right off this edge here, like so. Yeah. Okay, so there's our two trains. Let's try to incorporate those somehow into this. So if I just come right along here to here, I keep hitting that button by accident. And then I just do a little curve, little whoop, straight on in, just like that. We now have a great little connection there. There's that train line. Okay. With that in mind, I think I do need to do a bit of terraforming here. We're going to take this level and we're just going to bring it over. Kind of fill in that little spot. Also just going to bring it over here and clean this up a bit. And then we're going to just smooth a lot of this out. Just like so. Now, we could get a bit crazier and do something wild over here. But what I think I'm going to do instead is grab this, come to here. It's going to cut in a little bit, but that's okay. We almost want it to because we want to have a nice smooth transition for our train. So the train's going to go up that way. That's going to look really nice. Ooh, autosave. I do think we're getting to the place where like my CPU is getting tested by the city. So like I said, I think in the last part, this city might not last forever. I'm hoping we can build out this area, but we do have some serious strain on my CPU now that we've upgraded everything else. All right, so now we've got an idea of where that train line is going to go. That track is going to come up this way and go up here, right? And then I think it could honestly just stay straight. Go straight on through and then over and connect into here somehow. And because this is so flat, I'm half tempted just to build the train line now. There's not a ton that we have to be worried about with this train. So I say, let's do it. Let's go straight on through with this. And you know what? This one here, delete, hold on. This one is going to be a medium train station. Small, medium, allows passenger trains boarding and disembarking, can be upgraded with the station. Okay, yeah. We want this to be a medium train station. Right there. And I think there will be another medium train station. Will there be one in here? Nah, this is going to be a pretty dense area. And I would like to have it built. I would like to have it built out in advance. So I think there will be. Let's bring this straight up. Obnoxiously far for the moment. Right? And then let's bring... What's the size here? We've got... whatever that is. Unhelpful. 132. Oops. 132 by 158. So I want this to come out 132. Or 136 is close enough to me. 158. And then again, let's do... There's 136. 158. Okay, great. On this road, I think this road is going to become an avenue. And it's going to continue on straight to here. Let's take this guy, send this out straight for a second, go back to our avenue. Let's curve. Actually, let's do this. And now it's curved in. Like that. Yeah. Which would, I mean, by default, bam. This is going to connect into here. That's a given. No brainer. I'm trying these one ways. I don't know if it's going to work or if we're going to like it, but we're going to give it a shot. Then, this doesn't have to stay. Brook Street does not need to stay that long, for sure. But the reason I want Brook Street there is because I want to take a one-lane, one-way road. Let's send it up however far that was. And then let's curve here like this. Send it over to maybe here. Curve here like this and then curve back in. Just like so. Then along Sycamore Street is going to be our other train station. And this train station, is like right in the heart of this area. I love that. We're going to take this train line and we're going to do level crossing right here. No, we're not. The train line was here first. Train line gets first precedence. That's going to come through like so. This is going to come up to here. And then at this point, this is going to begin to do a little curve. A little curve. Little curve. That's a bit tight. I don't know if I like... There we go. That's much better, I think. Yeah, I'm happy with that. This guy, I'm going to send it out 40 units. Then we are going to curve it in. But I would like to see if I could curve it in like from here if possible. Yeah, that's much nicer. And then again, like from here, it's going to be kind of the same thing. Like I want to curve these in but they look nice. That works for me. It's kind of perfect. Okay, so then we have the main train hub, which this is like going to be the other, neighboring downtown that we have across the street. Then we have the smaller train station a bit further away and another one even further from that. This, I think we are going to need to go up 115 and then go over to here and straight back down. Right there is 120. Right here is 120. Almost 120. Okay, hold on. 120. Oh, but that's not lined up. There we go. Bam. And then this. I think we do that. Yeah. And better yet, I kind of liked doing the 1-lane roads. But, hold on. This can be a 2-lane one-way road, like right in front. Right? So if you're coming in and you're going to drop off, great. But if you're coming in and you're like, all right, I'm not dropping off, I just got to get around you. You can use this Sycamore Street as a pretty easy turnaround, which I think is a great way to do that. All right. So now that we have a clear setup for our trains. Oh, you know what? Hold on. They're not all the way connected. Yeah, they're not all the way connected. Okay, hold on. This guy... This guy's going to come from here straight. And then from here, you know what? It doesn't actually need to go there. I think we could do this. Let's go straight to here. And then from here, we're going to turn. Boom. Yep. Yep. Now, to connect the train up to there, here's what we're going to do. We need slope tool. This is going to curve over this way for sure. But I'm actually wondering now if instead we use this undeveloped area to our benefit. Back this up to here. If I were to go from here to here and curve, right? It would give us a potential way to go underneath right here, right? If I were to take that, let's see, can we turn this into an elevated section? It's a 6-lane. We want to turn it into a bridge, just like that. Is that enough space? No way. Not even a little bit. There we go. But that's more than enough space. Now, why does it do that, though? A little bit of a boop. Okay. That's not going to work. Get rid of that. From here to here. Much better. And better yet, let's do it like this. Grab this, grab this. Go like this. Just for a second. Then you're going to take this. You're going to go back to the ground. You're going to upgrade to this. And then we're going to delete this and this. And now it's correctly on the ground up to there. And then it becomes a little bit of a bridge. Okay. So then, don't worry. It's going to look worse before it gets better. That's for sure. It has to do that. It has to look horrendous before it can look even remotely nice. That's going to go right there. Let's turn on continuous, I think. Okay. Train's going to come down and around, and it's going to go underneath here. Great. Now, back to this. We are losing some population. That is something I'm so not concerned about. We have so many population. I can't believe we have over 100,000 people in this city. If you remember, the very first city we ever did for City Skylines 1 on this channel was the city of Westfield. Maybe one of my all-time favorite cities to have built. And in Westfield, the agreement was when we got to 100,000 folk, we were done. So the fact that we're already at 110,000 people almost is insane. All right, this train's going to come down this way. We got to get it to there, right? So this here, it's going to have to kind of start its descent, right? So we're going to have to kind of cut in a bit to the side of the mountain, which I'm not concerned about doing. That's just what you do. When you want to do massive infrastructure projects, you cut into the side of that mountain. Okay, great. Great. Looking nice and smooth. You know, it's just enough to get a train line through. That's all we need. So now I'm going to keep it on continuous, I think. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so now all three of those trains are connected. The question is, do they connect into this? And I'm going to say for the moment, probably not. Eventually, maybe we'll work on that connection, but I think for now that's fine. Okay, so we've got 3 train stations, and we've got the beginnings of a downtown area. Now, there are some things I do also want to consider. So let's go over to our milestone points, or progression points. I don't really need geothermal or solar or gas. I think we're so fine on power that we're going to be golden till the end of time. Sewage and water are getting a little bit close. Advanced water pumping station. Let's unlock we have 39 points. Unlock that. I do also want to get the disease control center. The study of pathogens, toxins, and hereditary diseases and ways to treat them help citizens recover from even the most serious of conditions. And then the Health Research Institute. Yeah, we're going to get both of those. Not concerned about this just yet. But we already unlocked the medical. Oh, great. Haven't really done much here. Early warning systems, don't need any of that. Central bank. I wouldn't mind the central bank. We also have not unlocked a prison yet. Do we have any more milestones to progress to? We do. The next one is going to be a thriving metropolis. We got to get to Megalopolis. So that's got to happen. Air, water. We could think about doing some type of air. It's only 4 points. So let's grab that. We have most of this stuff. Post sorting facility, server farm. I think we'll leave that for now. Okay, we still have 11 points, but we've unlocked a lot of new stuff, which is really exciting. So let's go ahead and think about how we're going to plan out a few of these key buildings that are going to draw a lot of people and I think have a big impact. One of those buildings I want to build is the medical university. So, academic schooling for medical professionals provides the 4th level of education and increases the efficiency of healthcare service buildings. Can be upgraded with an extension wing, research facilities, and practice clinic. And if you look, this counts as the 4th level. 4th level here is the university. We do not have enough university offerings. So let's go ahead and see if we can build this out. This area is nice and flat, so there's no reason we can't make this work. I think this is going to go right across the street from the other train station we just built. New signature building available, Pharma. We'll go look at that here in a second. It's right along an avenue. Wow. It's really a beautiful building. Incredible. Now, let's go ahead and just give it all the upgrades. So this increases the capacity for even more students by 500. I think we definitely want that. This is a practice clinic. Gives plus, what did it say? Plus 5% health within 1 kilometer. And then this is a research center. So we're going to definitely want to build out both of these. I think I want to build those a bit more intentionally. So we're going to actually hold on those. But this whole area, I think, is going to be a part of this facility. So here, this is going to go to here, at which point it is going to curve. So actually turn basically all of this off. Curve to here. Then from here, it's going to go down. See, I think I want this to have another avenue along this side because we have an avenue here, but then we don't have one for a while. So actually, back all this up. Send this straight out to here, but then right next to this, I think this needs connect to the side of the building. Just snap. Build an avenue here. Turn everything back on and just go boom. Yeah. I like that that's the other avenue. And I think this avenue is going to dead end up here. It's going to have a level crossing with this train. I'm fine with that. And then it's going to dead end up there. I think this here is going to also have a level crossing. Just like so. Then we're going to do a tiny little curve here. Like that. No, not like that. Turn all this off except for snap to existing geometry. Go like this. Go to continuous. Curve up like so. Now I want a straight path here. Just like that. 180, 190. That's not very nice. Try that again. There we go. Get rid of this. Let's go ahead and then connect these up like that. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. This is going to have an additional road behind it. It's just going to go right along the back. 90, 90. Or better yet, come from here and go the 90 off that avenue. Because I know that avenue is perfectly straight. I will do an additional road right here. Full on road, but then we will switch to an alley and do just a little alleyway right there. Okay. Medical University. Wow. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Okay. So then, in addition to the Medical University, I do want to also make sure we offer... What are these? Medical University. Oh, I've already built them. You can only build one. Got it, got it, got it. I do want to make sure we offer a college over here as well. So I think the college could maybe go here. Near this train station. It would mean that kind of curving these might be a challenge, but I'm okay with that. Let's give it all the upgrades. And I think for this expansion building, we're going to place that along an alleyway that just goes all the way around the back. That way it's pretty clear, like, okay, that's the end of this. We now need to allow room. And you know what? Before we just get even crazier, let's just go ahead and make sure we have the room here. Bam. Bam. That wasn't nice. Can I do this one straight in? No. It needs to be curved. So go straight to here, and then from here do the curve. And then for here, just go straight in like that. That works for me. I'm fine with that. Then for this, we're going to do this upgrade building right here. We're going to place this tucked in here. And then behind it, we're going to put down a parking lot. Just like so. Plus, now we're getting a little bit detail-y, which is not what I intended to do, but you can't help it sometimes, you know? Sometimes you just want to detail. We are going to do some small connections here. This one, let's go down to here. I think that... No. So we want to put this more in the middle. There we go. So we can force that to do that little connection. Great. Okay. So now we have this university or college here. We have this medical university as well. I do think where can we can't do another road here because of the medical university's size. We can do another road here. So we're going to. What was the length here? 158. So like about here. Okay. 158 again or close to. So like about here. Leave that one nice and large there. I like that. Let's actually take this. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and do a curve here. Go to continuous, actually. Nice and sweeping. And it's going to end there for now. I'm actually going to upgrade this to a pedestrian street. I think this whole road is a pedestrian street. All the other roads kind of just will dead end into it. And right here will be a pedestrian street that will have businesses on both ends. So that you can get a little like a little shopping area. Let's take this to here, but then at this point I think we turn it towards the road. Connect in like that. And then this here, I think we extend the pedestrian street up, but then we cap it with a regular road right here. Bam. Yep. This here is going to come straight and then just end. But right in here, I think needs to be some kind of park, actually. So you know what? Ditch that. Large park of some kind. That can't fit. That can't really fit either. This could fit really nicely. So that's going to go right there. Just right there on that edge. Okay. Great. And then I think we are going to have some type of highway all the way around this back. It's going to tunnel under this. It's going to go along here. It might tunnel under here for a second, then come back out and go along here. And then we got to figure out how all those connect. But we've got this avenue connection, which is useful. We'll be able to figure out a connection here, which will be useful, which is great. What else? I do want to connect in these two areas together, but I think this section is one that I want to try to address. So let's go ahead and do, again, another level crossing here. I'm fine with that. We're then going to take a road kind of straight on up like this and right into there. Does that have that little bump? No. Okay, good. That's great. Now, what we can do is extend this over to here and connect right in. Right here, this is going to be pretty dense, so I actually don't want to do like a high school or anything there. What I do want, though, we have never built a hospital, so I think having a hospital will be really valuable. If I could fit it inside of one of these areas, that's going to be our little pedestrian area, so I don't want to do it there. But we could fit the hospital here. Or Remember, I don't want to delete any of these roads. This was all the OG roads, so we want to keep them. We could place it facing this way. The hospital is going to need, I think, both of these upgrades. Just give it all the upgrades. And I am going to put an alleyway along the back of the hospital and a connection point there, as well as an additional alley connection there. I don't know what will go in that space, but we'll think of something. We did unlock some other buildings as well. The disease center and the health research institute. Minus 10% disease infection rate risk and plus 10% park entertainment. Minus 25% health effects from pollution, minus 25% disease infection rate. This one I really want because people keep complaining nonstop about all of the air pollution, which I don't think is actually a problem, but they're claiming it is. If I were to move... Hold on. This building is going right here. I think that looks amazing. And it's kind of like a part of this massive medical complex we're building out over here. This is going to go like this now. And then go like this and go straight in. Well, the game crashed. I'm really having a very difficult time with this freaking episode. Okay, give me a second and let's see if we can get this thing back up and running. Okay, where did we leave off? Wow, it really just did all that. Okay, so let's see. Can we rebuild what we had? I know we had a road here, which I really did like that road. All right, now I do want to do this. So we have a practice clinic and we have a research facility, and I want to build both of them so that we get nice little, I can't do it here because that's going to give us a double intersection, which I don't want. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to bring a road straight on up and over and just kind of have that be a little bit of a curve there. Can either of these fit in that space? Not really. One could fit there. Oh, I don't like that at all. And I don't want to spread it out further over that direction. That just feels a little ridiculous. Rosewood goes a really long length, and I want to kind of, if I can, I want to keep that. But I would not be able to do this sideways, which does kind of suck. But because we can do multiple of these, it looks like, I want to have like 2 or 3. So I want them to be able to go like that direction. So here, we are going to remove this section. Send that up on both sides. Send an alley to connect behind. Go here. Place this here. Save game. Save game. Great. Just make sure we don't get crazy here. Then put this here. Right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to figure out a different way to connect these up. But I think what we'll do is we'll do a complex. Go about to the middle. Come straight down. And then go over. Here. Go about to the middle. Come straight down. And then go over. Like that. That's kind of fun. Because then what we can do is we can build another one of these right here. right? In the middle, we do our own kind of like little park moment. So connect to the back of the building. Connect to the back of the building. Then, actually, connect to the back of the building just so that we can see where that line is. And then we're going to connect up so that we connect to those sidewalks that jut out. Although I don't want crosswalks. All right, now that we have those, get rid of these. Those were kind of our initials. We're going to go from the bottom to the top, and then similarly here from the bottom to the top. Make an X, which is not a perfect X at all. Let's just do it so that it's a perfect X. Or perfect enough. Turn that off. Great. Now go back to this. And let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's do it right in the middle. Straight line. And right here, right in the middle. Straight line. We'll do that. Yeah, I like that. All right, and then we do have to build the research facility, but I think we should be able to fit it. We cannot. But what we can do is this area here does not have that additional road. But I think what we could do is we could take a research facility. We could build this little road here to this point. Go straight. Get the research facility in so we understand like kind of what size we're working with. And then we're going to take this road. We're going to curve this road to here. We're going to send it straight down along the back to here. Oh yeah, hold on. It's a lot of roads, but it's worth it. So then we send that over. And it's a part of that facility. Oh yeah. All right, so this whole area is really going to be focused around this massive medical university, which I'm super, super pumped about. Medical university, college, we've got the disease control center, 3 train stations. We also are going to want to think about how a subway network is going to work over here with the underground subway station. So we have a subway network kind of running through the center of our city. Trying to see if I can find it. It's not that red thing. It's this. Okay, here's the subway network here, and it goes this way, and it comes up, and it goes over to here. I want to have another one. I don't know how we're going to get the line to connect, but I want to have another one that's going to go along this main road. So we will have one here. Come down to here. We'll come down to here. And we're going to do one more right here at the end, right? There's going to be, like we did in the other area, there's going to be one. Let's do one over here. And then we are going to add the subway connection to this. We're actually going to just upgrade this like crazy. Give it taxis, give it station services, and give it a subway entrance. So now we can have a spur line that connects over here, which means we could do more, but I think that's actually enough to do that. We have like the internal subway network, but then people from out of town can take this train network and kind of get a bit more spread out, which is great. Okay. Let's go ahead, and I do just want to do a few more roads here, and we are going to, I think, call it here in a second. Because really, what I want to do is I want to give you guys time to give any feedback you think is valuable, because this might not all last. We might want to change some of this. I'm going to bring a road up. The question is, though, are we going to connect that road into here? And I think the answer is we're not. I think we're going to bring a road up along the back just to bring a road up along the back. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the road and we're going to curve it like so. We're going to go forward the tiniest bit. And then we're going to give it the tiniest little roundabout with a tree. Like, that's just going to be there. It's just going to end like that. I'm fine with that. Easy access there, easy access there. This is a huge thing kind of blocking some of those through roads, but I'm fine with that. We'll deal with the rest of this later. Didn't I build a hospital too? I think I did. Let's redo that. Hospital. Right here. Yes, because I did come through. And we connected all that in like so. This, I think we gave all 3 upgrades. Yep. Medicine-wise, this place is on fire. And actually, looking at like this open area, that's a campground, so I don't want that. A large plaza. Like, are there places that this could fit right now before we get crazy with other zoning and such? All right, we're gonna do them, but I don't want to just place things to place things. You know, if I'm gonna put them down, I want to make sure I like where they're at. We could do. There's like a water park. There is the bronze statue, which, you know what? I do think I want to put this in here somewhere, and I think maybe right here at the end of this avenue is maybe the perfect place for it. So let's actually back Chester Street up. Face this towards this direction. So you can stand here and look out and you see over there, which helps solidify this being this park area for sure. For now, I think that's good enough. What is this? Progression Node Geological Research Center Radio Telescope. Oh, so I haven't even unlocked that yet. Man. Let's give it, give this area a fire station. This is the large one. I don't want the large one. I want this tiny one. Bam. Let's also give it a city police station. Go right outside that subway. Bam. Let's also do a city service building. We did not unlock the central bank, but we could do one of these guys here. And actually this, oh man, like so close to maybe working over here. Oh. It could fit here. Crazy enough. I think, or maybe it goes, oh, you know what? Maybe it goes on this side. Yeah. Okay, great. So now we've got this kind of like new city area. I've got to figure out districts, and the next part we'll do some zoning, but I think this is a really nice view. And we've been able to incorporate one of these brand new buildings, or the tourist buildings, which we've not done before. So I'm really pumped about how this looks. So I think that's where we're going to leave this part here. Guys, thanks so much for watching and putting up with missing out on a huge episode. I'm so bummed that this did not go through as an episode and I forgot to record. That was totally on me. And I wish I would have been able to show you guys this awesome work when it was being built. But it looks nice. The area is thriving and things are looking good. But so we now have a brand new neighboring city. It's not totally done yet, but we've got some nice infrastructure built out. This was kind of fun because it felt like I was able to build in sandbox mode because of just how much money our city has. So I'm looking forward to further figuring out how to do this area and seeing it come to life. I think once we get some zoning in here, it's going to look really phenomenal. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.